Друзья, из-за того, что YouTube постоянно блокирует наши видео, мы выложили полный бой Аскаров против Тима Эллиота в наш телеграм-канал. Видео уже доступно в нашем телеграм-канале, поэтому переходите, ссылка в описании.
The blue corner, an undefeated mixed martial artist.
Holding a perfect professional record. 10 wins, no losses, 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 125 and 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Kazakh, Dagestan, Russia, Askar Bullet Askarov. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a freestyle fighter holding a professional record, 16 wins, 9 losses, 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 126 pounds. Fighting out of Lee Summit, Missouri, presenting the number 7 ranked flyweight contender in the world, Tim Elliott. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Keith Peterson.
The no-nonsense Keith Peterson, our referee for this one in the flyweight division. The beautiful Brooklyn Wren is with us tonight. Hope that ill-fated buffer fist bump doesn't come back to bite Askarov. He is the betting favorite tonight against Tim Elliott.
You're obsessed with the football.
This fight clock is brought to you by Modelo. Tim Elliott is in black. Askarov is in what?
This is a lot. Shows you a bunch of different looks and angles, and again, we can't stress this enough. So experienced, been in there against Joseph Benavidez, Demetrius Johnson, basically the cream of the crop in this division.
And had Johnson in trouble with that.
Yes.
I believe it was a guillotine.
Yes. Gave him the toughest defense of his flyweight title other than losing to Cejudo.
And for Tim Elliott, there will never be a replacement for his late, great former head coach, Robert Follis, but he finally feels like he has found that voice of reason with 10th Planet's Casey Halstead here in Las Vegas. So Halstead, Eddie Baracco, James Krause among those behind Tim Elliott tonight. Good crew of people. And his girlfriend, Gina Mazzani, who is also on this roster, helping Tim raise his 4-year-old daughter, Sterling. He said Mazzani really helped pull him out of a dark time, and Elliott seemed to be in a great place coming in here tonight.
Ooh,
wow, nice hands.
Good hands by Askarov.
Nice counter left from Elliott after Askarov landed low. See, even that, everything Tim throws, just
strange.
Not how you would ever teach anybody ever.
But really
effective. Yes.
I mean, and he takes pride in it as his social media nickname, Awkward MMA. I mean, he knows what he does, and there's a method to his madness.
Give me that low rider some more.
Toyo Tires, the official tire of the UFC. Elliott attacks that lead leg, then covers
that movement. But it was interesting there, he wasn't able to complete the takedown. Had good timing, closed the distance, but Askarov, very good takedown defense. Just super solid grappler.
Man.
He said, wow. He might, let's see if he recovers here, but I thought he was out.
Man, that
his legs stiffened up, he straightened up.
And now Elliott desperately here trying to control posture. If you're that strong, you try to get up or no?
Wow, look at this.
I like this. He's got that shoulder pin.
And they're not that sweaty right now. Okay, he lost that.
But this is great for Tim. This is time for him to recover. The more he can tie these arms up. And John, to your point, no, I think Askarov's, his strong suit is on the ground as well. But man, the power that he's showing on the feet, he might want to stand this back up because he is landing big punches. And you always give Tim Elliott a chance when you go to the mat and you create scrambles.
Askarov doing a good job of staying tight and using really good pressure. Elliott is using a very strange way of controlling the upper body here. He's hooking his leg, but in a real unusual way. But this is, if he can hold this position, it's going to force Askarov to try to do something to get out of here. He keeps doing it, so this is something he must work on all the time.
Yeah, and at this point, you'd think he's cleared the cobwebs, Joe, right?
Hopefully.
I mean, at least enough to doing what he's doing. He's thinking, he's looking for the neck, he's controlling things, but right now he's got to watch.
Look at the pressure.
The pressure, yeah, the shoulder pressure. That's right on the carotid arteries too, man. So I don't care. This doesn't feel nice. It's not going to make you pass out necessarily because there's room on the other side, but he's not happy.
No, it's tight. I mean, it's almost similar to a Von Flue choke in that way, but just not quite all the way there. Now Elliott with butterfly guard here. Askarov manages to get up. Hammer fist by Askarov. But you see the pressure and strength of Askarov. Oh, man.
Big elbow.
There's something about the strength of elite grapplers. Yeah. And you see it from Askarov. This tremendous base and core strength. And the ability to maintain top pressure.
Dagestan Combat Sambo champion, two-time Russian wrestling champion. 7 career wins by submission for Askarov coming in.
Now, seeing that he is training with Casey at 10th Planet in Las Vegas, I'd like to see him try to control him, perhaps with some rubber guard. He's using the butterfly guards to try to elevate Askarov.
30 seconds, Tim.
But he's got to do something to try to control his upper body and keep him from dropping those hammer fists and punches down on him. During the break, we're going to take a look at that punch that landed, because that is as close to going out as you can get. He might have been unconscious for a brief second and then come right back to it.
And he's going to be a problem in this division, because not only does he have that power that we saw on the feet, but I mean, wins with rear naked chokes, late ground strikes, anaconda twisters, and a guillotine.
From you. I need you to get a little more fundamentally sound on the standing. I like what you're doing, like pulling that out a little bit, but you got to crack back in to let him be all off, right? Two things. I need you to double your volume, man. Every time you go, you're landing. Every time you go in, and I'm telling you right now, he's going to go back to the row and take that, okay?
Shield, especially in the pocket. Play around out there. Same thing, volume. When we throw, just throw more. Like you're landing.
You just have to pick up the volume a little bit, okay? Just pick it up. The count is money, but just continue to go.
This is about as close to getting knocked out as you're ever going to see where someone comes out. Look at how his head goes. Wow. I mean, he's out cold there for a second, but then comes back. Let's see it again. Look at this. I mean, that is...
He almost slumped over, Joe.
Almost fell completely backwards, out cold, but through sheer will, came back to life.
He's tough.
Yeah, very tough. But it shows you Askarov can crack.
All right, so here we go, round 2, Paul. The message from Eddie Baracco and James Krust to Tim Elliott was more...
Look at that. Tim Elliott with a beautiful throw. He has recovered.
On that neck.
He's got the guillotine, but he doesn't have it. Yes, but he also didn't have control with his legs.
Yep. But that's what we need to see more from Tim. And Kraus said it best. It's like that calf kick is money, but let's be more active with the punches and movement, because you don't want to stand in front of Askarov, because clearly you can get slept on your own feet there.
Yeah, I mean, as we were saying before, Askarov's just so physically strong.
Yeah, pulled his way inside here.
But Elliott was able to get that takedown early in the round. I mean, we don't know how much of Elliott being on the ground on his back had to do with him getting clipped with that big punch. And he might have just decided, look, I'm not even going to try to get back up to my feet.
I'm going to recover, stay down here, look for submissions if they're there.
I mean, that is close to getting knocked out as I think I've ever seen.
That's crazy. He almost did the
slump.
Where you just, you fold over.
It's like the lights went out and they came right back on.
He paid the electric bill.